Today is like a problem solving kind of day. It's a positive time. You got to keep your attitude, your ego in check. You got to keep that in check, right? You can shine without putting others down, right? You're a Pisces. Hey, Pisces. So you're definitely feeling this in your first house of self, motivation, either having motivation, lacking motivation. Now, the big thing is Mercury, communication, Saturn, communications. So collectively, we all have Pisces somewhere in our chart, right? There is something that needs to come to completion. Something needs to be done, okay? Something is finished in each and every one of our lives right now. And it's very tough to have those kind of conversations and understand that you need to let it go. That you need to let that person go, you need to let the situation go, you need to try again. And yes, sometimes you need to start at the beginning. It's not rock bottom. You are not devastated. It can feel that way, but you got to understand that there's a moment in time, that brisk of air. Anytime change comes through, right? There's that brisk of air for you to catch on to that opportunity of hope. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to know that you can manifest, that you can look inside of yourself, look at the bad things, the dark things that are happening in your life, and you can tell them, fuck you, fuck this. I want better, I deserve better, I want change. I'm going to research, I'm going to advocate for myself, I'm going to find how I can do this. So, but it's coming to that realization, it's coming to that end point, right? And that's the key term, end. So with that being said, we have a backstage of our center lives of what we want to take and how we want to do things and how we want to put that energy out there. Now, not everybody is going to be wanting to involve themselves. Not everybody's going to be have the imagination per se, okay, that it takes to expand to horizons. Some people really are narrow-minded, very focused. They're very negative. They only see about today, tomorrow. People don't think about a week ahead, 2 weeks ahead, 5-year term, stuff like that. It's very true. So let those people go. Don't even have a conversation with them. Don't even argue with them. Don't even try to convince them that they do have something outside of themselves, because I'm telling you, at this time and in this moment, it's not the right time for you. They're going to take away from your energy. They're going to say, okay, tell me more. And by the end of Pisces season, you are going to be so lost, so lack of energy, so demotivated, that you're really going to have to shock yourself in Aries season, and it's going to be very brash and rash. So to save you some energy, right, it is okay to look at certain people, certain partnerships, certain friendships, and say, you know what? I want to see you do good, but I got to keep going this way. I got to go. Got to go. And it's tough. It's very tough. So we're going to be seeing things communicated that are very harsh, that apply to yourself, that apply to other people and circumstances, and how things are going to come. It's like the pros and cons. Very, very true. What is the pro about having an association with a third party energy who is not bringing you any kind of substance? What is the pro? Tell me the pro. I'm sure you can tell me the cons. I'm sure you have a list of cons of why, but for some reason, somehow those cons became attractive to you. Somehow those cons were breadcrumbs that you fed off of. And I want you to see that. I want you to see a pro as something that, yes, it's very scary. Maybe it's being on your own. Maybe it's starting a new relationship, starting a new job, starting a new business, okay? Trusting something else, someone else. Yes, those are scary. Those can seem like cons or bad things, but they're not. I want you to take this opportunity during Pisces new moon to self-gather this energy. Like I was saying, there's a lot that is going to be happening and completing forward and starting good with our lives and promoting that freshness and coming to that completion. So it's like weighing in those options, right? So let's go ahead and talk about love. Let's talk about Venus-like energy, because we do have this in the background. Venus is going to retrograde very, very soon. March 1st is when Venus is going to retrograde, okay? And in that time, we are going to see an observation of money, people, value and how this energy is coming back. So depending on your karma, okay, depending on your karma, you might have some financial independence, yes, but you might have some financial responsibilities. So if you've been avoiding financial responsibilities, or some things might pop up, like bills that you thought were paid, bills that are due, that kind of stuff. However, it is going to be a good sense where you can prepare for that, and if anything, reflect on how that could be benefit for you. Meaning maybe you overpaid in your taxes and you're getting extra back, okay? It could be that as well. It's a second look. So if you've been doing good things, you're like, well, Kristen, I got good karma, I got good values, you know, what is going on with this Venus retrograde? Pay attention to the things that you need to initiate. What are you avoiding to initiate? Is it taking care of your car? Is it taking care of your certain kind of legalities? Are you ignoring taking care of this because you just don't want to, you're basically avoiding the situation. So whatever situation that you're avoiding that deals with money, that deals with value, that deals with love, is going to get a second look, a second chance to reevaluate, bring these things to the surface and execute them as you can, okay? Now, when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, meeting new people during Venus retrograde is going to be very tough, okay? I usually see these people as temporary, you know, energies that come and do give us this burst of life, blossoming social energy, but do bring lessons, okay? We do have people from the past coming back, especially when Venus and Mercury together are going through a retrograde. That is teaming up with what we talked about, value, love, right? How we spend, and of course, communications with ourselves, other people, organizations, and it's retrograde, so it's a second chance and a second look from the past, okay? So we're gonna get these communications coming here forward with us, and we're gonna find out how much those mean to us, okay? So thank you guys. I'm gonna start posting your videos, so make sure that you're watching on my page, and I'll come back a little bit later, but I got a busy day. It's a Pisces new moon. I'm spell casting. I'm working on some psychic readings. So if you guys would like to get a session with me, the only thing I'm going to have available this month, okay? So let me know if you need anything. Definitely get a hold of me, and I will see you guys